Did you know that women can be a bit mysterious? Sometimes, even we don't understand what we're feeling or wanting, and that's normal. Just like everyone else, we're always changing, and what we want today might not be the same as what we want tomorrow. In today's video, I'm going to tell you 4 things that women want but rarely say out loud. To understand well, you need to be smart, pay attention to details, and notice the small hints she gives. By doing this, you might end up making her very happy, and that will make you happy too. So, stay tuned. Let's get straight to the point. For things that women want but will never say. First thing, never expect a woman to say directly, "Come talk to me now." Even if she might be wishing for you to approach, it's unlikely she'll express it directly. The reality is that women, like many people, tend to be more subtle and don't always verbalize what they really want. Therefore, it's your responsibility to be attentive to the subtle clues she provides to know if it's the right moment to approach. Now, does she want just anyone to approach? The answer is no. It's not about anyone being able to approach without some kind of connection or interest. If you decide to approach her, it's crucial that she feels somewhat comfortable with you or that there's some kind of attraction. You don't need to be the perfect Prince Charming, but it's important to have a basis of comfort or interest. And here's a positive part: even if she's not as interested in you as you are in her, she's likely to feel flattered that you took the initiative. So, how can you approach in the best way possible? I understand this might raise some questions, so let me explain in more detail. The most effective way is to adopt the attitude of, "I'm just going to say hello." This means your main goal is to start a conversation casually, without pressuring her or making her feel uncomfortable. If the interaction doesn't go as you expected, don't worry too much. She might be having a bad day, not as friendly as she seemed, or you might have simply chosen the wrong moment to approach. Remember, the key here is not to take things personally. The fact that the interaction didn't go as you hoped doesn't necessarily mean she rejected you for not being attractive. Often, the reason has nothing to do with your appearance or personal worth. There could be multiple factors at play, and it's important not to assume the worst. Keep perspective and move forward with confidence. Number 2, never expect a woman to tell you exactly how to approach her. Before going to talk to her, think about what makes you an attractive person. Remember the times you were successful and people seemed to like you. If you don't have many examples, think about compliments you've received about your personality, like "You're very funny" or "I love talking to you." Also, it's important to be well-dressed, look clean, and have a good smell. This is very important because it makes a good first impression. To better prepare for the conversation, it's a good idea to warm up. This means you can chat with other people at the place before approaching the woman you're interested in. This helps you feel more comfortable and prevents the situation from becoming awkward. When you talk to her, keep an open mind and be curious to see how the conversation unfolds. Remember that the conversation can take different directions, so be ready for whatever comes. Accept the outcome, whatever it may be, and move forward with a positive attitude. When you start the conversation, talk about something you think will interest her. Avoid jumping straight into deep or complicated topics right away. Start with something light and fun so the conversation flows naturally and both of you feel at ease. The goal is to create a relaxed and pleasant environment where you can get to know each other better. Number 3, never expect a woman to tell you directly if she likes your company or if she wants you to leave. Many men end up making this mistake, and it can ruin the whole interaction. You see, it's not just about what you say but about how you interpret what's happening during the conversation. Many guys don't realize when they should stop talking or, conversely, when it's time to move forward and ask for her phone number, for example. They simply aren't picking up on the subtle cues women give to show if they're interested or not. And that's where you might end up stumbling and looking foolish by insisting on something that's not working. So, how can you avoid this? First, pay close attention to her body language. If she's more interested in her phone than in what you're saying, that's a sign the conversation isn't going well. If she's constantly talking to other people while you're trying to keep the conversation going, that's also a sign of disinterest. And if she seems bored or even says directly that she doesn't want to continue the conversation, then, my friend, it's time to take your pride, hold your head up, and exit the scene with dignity. But what if things seem to be going well? If she's laughing at your jokes, asking direct questions about you, and showing genuine interest, that's a good indication she's enjoying your company. In that case, it might be the right moment to continue the conversation, explore more about her, and maybe even suggest meeting up again. Remember, the key to a successful interaction is paying attention to all the details. Women rarely say out loud what they're feeling, so it's up to you to interpret the signals. If she's comfortable, take the opportunity. But if the signals point to disinterest, it's better to leave before things get uncomfortable for both of you. Number 4, don't expect a girl or woman to say directly, "Take my number." Imagine you've met an amazing woman at a party, bar, club, or event, and the conversation is going really well. Now, the big question is, what to do next? Should you ask for her number or give yours? If you're wondering this, here's a tip. To avoid awkwardness, especially if you're not sure if she really enjoyed the conversation or if she was just being polite, the best strategy is to give her your number. The truth is, most women won't come right out and say, "Take my number." So, there are two options here. You can be brave and ask for her number, or be even braver and give yours. If she's interested, guess who she's going to call? Exactly you. So, the idea is to show initiative without waiting for her to make the first move. Be confident and authentic, because that's what really matters. And remember, if you give her your number and she's interested, it's very likely she'll get in touch with you. Well, I hope these tips have been helpful to you. If you liked it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's help the channel grow. Share the video with your friends. Turn on notifications to get an alert every time I post something new. See you next time.